Alright, so now if we start the game, we can go way too far left, right, up, and down. Basically, there's no limits there, so you can just go as far as you want. So we're going to fix that now. Just going to add in the same thing as the camera there, just a clamp value for the X and Y now. So let's add that in here. Call this the X, Y range. And we're going to set that to 1000. So we'll go down here and we'll check. So each case we're going to make sure it's not outside the box. So here we're in the positive Y, so we're going up, so we want to make sure that it is less than that. So less than the camera XY range. That's good. Oh, forgot to set what is, so that's the camera target dot Y. Then down here, we're now in the negative Y, so camera target dot Y, so that has to be greater than the negative range. So if the range is 1000, it just has to be greater than negative 1000, which should be the bottom. And same thing down here. I guess we can just copy and paste this, but then we can change the values to, so this is the X, positive X. So as long as that's less than the XY range, and now we want the negative X. So we're going to grab this one. Target.x is greater than that. So that should work good like that. But our camera is moving very, very slow. Whenever we scroll in and out, not in and out, sorry, if we go to the sides, it's moving very, very slow. So we want to change that. Scroll out here. Yeah, sometimes it's not even really working at all. You can see the values change, but they're very, very slow. So what we're going to do is actually multiply that by our Z. So if we scroll out further, it's going to move a little quicker. Because right now, if you're really, really close zoomed up, you're just moving by a small value. And then if you're really, really far out, you're still moving by that same value. So we want to scale it up a bit. So we're going to times this move speed that we're timesing the camera. We're going to times that by the Z-axis, so how far out we are scrolled. So first, I think we need to set that to a private variable. Camera move speed. Let's just set it to 0 for now. So over here, we're going to set that to 0. So that'll essentially just be a private variable. So camera move speed. So we want to times this by the camera's Z-axis. So let's make another variable, and we're going to call this one, it's going to be the factor that we multiply it by. So for every X amount you scroll out, we're going to multiply it by that. Let's call it the speed factor. So we're going to do, say, 1.5. So it's going to increment the speed of the left, right, up, down as you scroll out. Okay, so we're going to times this camera move speed by our Z-axis. Or sorry, it's going to equal that. So what do we got here? Camera speed factor. So 1.5. And we're going to times that by the main camera. Oh. position, transform position dot z. But remember, we're in the negative axis, so we do want to times that by a positive value. So we'll just do times -1, and that will always be a positive value now. Okay, so our camera move speed. So this value here is going to be our speed factor, which I think I set to 1.5. So 1.5 of our positive camera, z, if that makes sense. Then down here it should work the same. Okay, let's give that a shot. So we can scroll out, in. Yeah, so now it goes left and right a bit better. So if we scroll really in far, it's got a nice value there. Same thing if we go really far out, it's doing the same. So that pretty much fixes up the camera for now.